Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway in Southern California. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams. Down shy of the 20.
Their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Herbert now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Chargers.
On first and 10, Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A gain of 12. First down, Packers.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now it's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try to spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just...
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack-up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, he'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, LA. Jalen Guyton, 40 yards. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. First and 10 at their own 46. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now it's Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. A 7-yard touchdown drive. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
From the 30 on second down, Herbert. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
A 60-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. Rodgers again now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Rodgers to throw for on forward. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Packers who have the football, but a needed only needing 2 yards on second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert will drop this one off to Eckler. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On second down, Eckler. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way. In the game of football, you run to set up the pass, but I think we discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special, but to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the